Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Pennington, and I am the co-president and founder of DU Mind. The video you are about to watch showcases the stories of 4 DU community members and their experiences with mental health. Mental health is an important aspect of college life, and it is our goal as an organization to end the stigma around mental health issues. Enjoy the video, and welcome to DU.
So a little background about my family is that we've struggled with mental illness. My sister is bipolar and she's in her mid-30s. I have a sister who has MS, and I myself suffer from depression. And my parents are very old school. We'll just say that they do not believe that mental illness should be talked about. And I kind of grew up with that same feeling, and so I got the same feeling that my parents had, and so I resented my sisters. I'm just now really trying to broaden my mind and be able to look at them and see the person, because I used to see just the illness. My friends would be like, oh, which sister? I was like, the one that's bipolar, you know? And I didn't identify with them as like who they were. Speaking from the outside, being able to look in and see what they're going through, see who they are as a person, not who they are in mental illness terms, is really important. I've had to take a step back and really realize that, you know, this mental illness that she has doesn't stop her from being my sister.
Depression is something that runs in my family on my dad's side. So I guess what I would say to anybody that's struggling right now with depression and is hesitant to go to therapy or go on medication because they feel like they're above that, like they don't need that. Somehow that makes them seem weak or like just inferior in some way, but that's not at all the case, and it's important to get the help because you can live so much happier.
So I've been having issues with depression and anxiety since I was a kid. Probably about 2nd and 3rd grade is when I had physical manifestations. I was suicidal in middle school, ulcers and substance abuse in high school, and then it just this sort of constant cycle. And so I went to see my doctor and finally got medicated and finally started cognitive therapy. And I've been doing those things ever since, and it has made life a lot better.
It started off early on in everybody, the closest ones to me, you know, it's like depression, anxiety, just a lot of body image issues, just anything on the spectrum, we have it. So what really pushed me into treatment was just seeing how it affected the people around me, you know, seeing my family suffer for my actions. You know, you inadvertently affect people around you whether or not you want to. So it's like mental illness or mental, you know, hindrances aren't an individual problem. It's a collective issue. So my experience with treatment was very, very positive. I kind of, you know, hit rock bottom, and my parents suggested, well, maybe you should go. And I didn't want to. I fought them on it, but then at the end of the day, I was like, you know, I really do need to. It's just been, you know, climbing that mountain, trying to get to the top and just look over, and just the progress you see is, I think, what makes taking that first step so worth it. You know, starting at this dark place and getting to a place where you can appreciate yourself and appreciate others again, or for the first time, is just so rewarding.
Overall, it's really important to realize that there's nothing wrong with having depression. There's nothing wrong with getting help, taking medicine, doing whatever you need to do. And in fact, it's important and it should be done.
Especially for the students, it's important for them to know that they're not alone, that there's nothing wrong with them.
And that just trying to suck it up isn't the way to solve this problem, certainly not in the long run. And so that's why, you know, I would hope that, you know, people who are watching this, if they are feeling that way, would talk to somebody, and to realize that it's not weakness. It's just like, you know, any other condition. It can be a lot harder to admit when you need help for less visible issues, but you have to do it.
Don't be, you know, embarrassed. That's the worst thing, because those people are trained to help you find you again. And it's just something so beautiful once you, come out on the other side.